when your greatest enemy is yourself. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Perhaps none of us have ever gone through life without fighting ourselves. Those mornings when the alarm rings, we know we should get up. Yet we hit snooze. Those long days when we should focus. But instead, we scroll endlessly on our phones. Slowly, we lose discipline, that seemingly small thing. Yet it is the foundation of all success. The disciplined person isn't someone who never feels lazy, but someone who refuses to let emotions dictate actions. They understand that motivation comes and goes. But discipline, once built, stays forever. When you learn to master yourself, you don't just control your actions, you begin to direct the course of your life. The mindset of discipline is not about restriction, but about the highest form of freedom, the freedom to choose what's right, even when the easy path tempts you. In today's journey, we'll explore how to develop a disciplined mindset, master emotions, overcome procrastination, and create true breakthroughs in our lives. Because true success never begins by conquering the world. It begins in the very moment you conquer yourself. Gift before we begin, if you want to start again from your mindset, make sure to subscribe and get your free ebook, Overcome Yourself Every Day, a gift to help you begin your journey with discipline and inspiration. The power of personal discipline. Discipline, it may sound rigid, but in truth, it's the silent energy that shapes every achievement we earn. Without discipline, talent becomes wasted potential. Without discipline, even the greatest goals remain nothing more than unfulfilled dreams. Rohn once said, "Discipline is the foundation upon which all good things are built." He was right. Discipline is what helps us do what must be done, even when we don't feel like it. It's the line between knowing and doing, between wanting and achieving. Look around. The most successful people aren't always the smartest, they're the most consistent. The one who wakes up an hour earlier. The one who practices daily, even when no one is watching. The one who says no to short-term comfort in pursuit of long-term growth. Discipline doesn't come from inspiration, it comes from commitment. Inspiration is an emotion, commitment is a decision. Those who live by emotion act only when they feel like it. But the disciplined act even when there's no feeling at all. The question is, do you choose to be a slave to emotions? Or the master of your actions? In the end, success always rewards those who can do the right thing, again and again. I once heard someone say, discipline is doing what you must, even when your mood says no. It sounds simple, but if you practice it for 21 days, you'll be amazed at how much you change. Because discipline doesn't just shape behavior, it shapes identity. A disciplined person doesn't need to feel motivated. Discipline turns effort into habit, and habit into second nature. They don't try to live well, they become the kind of person who naturally does. When discipline becomes your center, life becomes simpler. No more morning battles with yourself. No more indecision about what's right. You know what must be done, and you do it, regardless of how you feel. The disciplined mindset doesn't just bring results, it builds self-trust. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, that trust grows stronger, and from that trust, success begins to take root. There is no magical formula for success, only disciplined people repeating the right actions. Day after day, and one day, when you look back, you'll realize, discipline was the magic you created for yourself. Small habits, big results. People often think success comes from giant leaps, but in truth, it's built from tiny actions repeated day after day. Like a seed, if watered and cared for regularly, it will sprout, but if you water it once and forget it, it will wither. Discipline works the same way. It doesn't need to be grand, it just needs to be consistent. One person wakes up 30 minutes earlier each day to read. Another exercises for 15 minutes every morning. At first, nothing seems to change, but after 3 months, 6 months, or a year, the difference is astonishing. That's the power of small habits. The things that seem meaningless today are quietly shaping your future. Many people give up because they don't see results instantly. They crave big change in little time. But life doesn't work that way. Discipline isn't instant magic, it's the quiet process of accumulation. Remember this. Improving just 1% a day makes you 37 times better after a year. That's not luck, that's the effect of discipline. If you focus on results, you'll get discouraged. But if you focus on your habit system, you'll stay consistent. Because success stops being something distant. It becomes a natural rhythm in your daily life. Ask yourself, what are you repeating every day? Are those small actions bringing you closer or farther away from your goals? A morning cup of coffee, a single page before bed, 1 minute of gratitude each night. These small rituals are the invisible threads that connect you to your best self. Small habits have a strange power. They don't just change your actions, they change your beliefs about yourself. Every time you finish something small, you send your mind a message. I'm the kind of person who can do this. And once that belief strengthens, you start acting more, pushing harder. Gradually, success stops being a destination. It becomes a natural outcome of discipline and habit. Remember, you don't have to change your life overnight. You just need to change one small action today. Because every time you beat one bad habit, you're one step closer to the best version of yourself. And that's the core philosophy of discipline mindset. Victory doesn't begin from the top, but from ordinary actions done extraordinarily well. Master your emotions. Master your life. Here's a truth few people realize. Failure doesn't begin with wrong actions, but with emotions left unchecked. When we're angry, we say things we shouldn't. When we're afraid, we hesitate. When we're discouraged, we quit, often just one step away from success. Rohn once said, "You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust the sails." Your emotions are the wind, and discipline is your sail. Emotions aren't bad, they only become dangerous when you let them lead you, instead of you leading them. A successful person isn't someone without negative emotions. They're someone who doesn't let those emotions decide their actions. When you're angry, pause and breathe. When anxious, write down what scares you. When tired, rest, but don't quit. Every time you overcome a negative emotion, you're winning against yourself, a victory no one sees, yet more meaningful than any outer success. Think back to the last time you got angry and regretted it, or felt discouraged and gave up. What did that momentary emotion cost you? An opportunity, a dream, or your belief in yourself? Mastering emotions doesn't mean suppressing them. It means seeing them clearly, understanding them, and choosing your response consciously. A person with emotional discipline knows how to slow down when others rush, and stay calm when others lose control. They understand that emotions are temporary guests in the mind, while reason is the true host who decides. When you control your emotions, you're no longer ruled by circumstances. You stop depending on whether the weather's nice, or whether others support you. You start living proactively, not reactively. You act according to values, not emotions. And that's when you truly take command of your life. Because emotions last for moments, but the consequences of failing to master them can last a lifetime. Emotional discipline doesn't just make you calmer, it makes you more reliable, more resilient, and ultimately happier. So today, if you feel tired, don't blame yourself. See it instead as another lesson on the journey to mastering the discipline mindset. Because in the end, the strongest person isn't the one who never falls, but the one who rises again with reason, not emotion. Mastering emotions, that's the highest form of disciplined living. The mindset to break free from procrastination. If lack of discipline is the greatest enemy, then procrastination is its most dangerous accomplice. We don't fail because we lack opportunity. We fail because we keep waiting for the perfect moment. But the truth is, the perfect moment doesn't exist. Every success begins in moments of not being ready. When you write even without inspiration. When you study even while tired. When you act even without full confidence. That's true discipline, doing it even when you don't feel ready. Ask yourself, how many times have you delayed just because you thought, "I'll do it tomorrow"? How many chances slipped away because you wanted things to be just right? Every time you procrastinate, you're giving fear another day to live. And the truth is, fear never disappears. It only shrinks when you act. Rohn once said, "Discipline weighs ounces, but regret weighs tons." Don't let the weight of procrastination crush the brightest years of your life. Overcoming procrastination isn't about doing more, it's about deciding faster. When you decide fast, you act fast. When you act fast, you build momentum, and once you have momentum, you naturally want to go further. Discipline is the antidote to procrastination. Every small action today is a dose of healing for yesterday's hesitation. Success comes from the right choices. But conquering procrastination isn't enough. Because success doesn't come from doing more, but from doing what's right. Every day, you make hundreds of choices, to read or scroll, to work out or sleep in, to say thank you or stay silent. And it's those tiny choices that shape the direction of your life. Success isn't luck, it's a series of right choices repeated consistently. A person with a disciplined mindset doesn't ask, "Is this easy?" They ask, "Is this worth it?" They understand that every choice today is a seed for tomorrow. Choosing to read instead of watching one more episode. Choosing to go outside instead of complaining. Choosing to focus on solutions instead of blame. Each such choice strengthens your self-mastery mindset. Because in the end, life isn't shaped by what you want, it's shaped by what you choose. And if you choose discipline, action, and the right mindset, you've already chosen a future that's in your control. So stop waiting for the perfect time to change. The perfect time is now. Every second you take action is a second you defeat procrastination and move closer to freedom. And when you learn to choose right, not just once, but daily, you'll realize success was never a mystery, it was always the outcome of disciplined choices. Break free from procrastination. Choose discipline. Act today. Because every moment you master yourself, you're rewriting your own destiny. When you master yourself, success is no longer far away. After all the lessons on discipline, habits, emotions, procrastination, and choices, we realize one thing: every success begins within. It's not the outside world holding us back, it's ourselves, not yet determined, not yet disciplined, not yet loving ourselves enough to change. But here's the good news: you can start again anytime. Every morning is a new chance to win against yourself. When you control your thoughts, you control your actions. When you control your actions, you control your habits. And when you control your habits, you control your life. Rohn once said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." Every small step you take today builds that bridge toward your best self. Start small. Wake up 10 minutes earlier. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. Or spend 15 minutes reading. You don't need perfection, you just need consistency. Because within that consistency, you're building the disciplined mindset. A mindset that helps you overcome yourself, surpass your limits, and reach true success. Seedling. And if you want to go further, grab your free ebook, Win Yourself Every Day, a special gift from the Different Mindset team. Download link is in the description. Bullseye. Don't forget to like, share this video, and subscribe to Different Mindset for more inspiring lessons on personal growth and modern thinking. Leave a comment saying, "gift," to get your ebook and share your thoughts after watching this video. Sun behind small cloud. Because as Rohn said, life doesn't get better by chance, it gets better by change. Speech balloon. Remember, the smartest investment is the one you make in yourself.